I thought Takeover is the better song. Ether was the better diss. I'll always say that.
I don't even know what that means.
I'll tell you what it means. The song I can listen to, like, all right, if you just play Takeover the beat, if you just play the beat that Kanye made, that shit is some shit you can just chill to, like, oh shit, this shit knock. Ether's not the song to vibe with. Ether's the song to listen, like, yo, that nigga killed Jay. It's a diss song, like it's a pure diss song. It's ether, like it's ether. This shit makes your soul burn slow. It served its purpose. It did what it did, but it's not a song you're gonna just play randomly. Like, oh, we're playing ether, and I'm vibing to ether. Nah, you're not vibing to ether. You like, yo, you sit back ether like, yo, this nigga killed Jay.
I'm not vibing to Takeover. I'm not vibing to Takeover.
Nah, you're bugging. You're not. Then you're not listening. That beat is ill. It's way better than ether.
It's. You know what's funny? You say that.
What?
I remember what I was saying that, like, I don't think the Takeover beat is all of that.
I'm not saying, bro, don't get it.
It's cool. But
that shit is dope. Shit's dope.
I remember when Jada came out and said that.
So what?
He was just like, the Takeover beat didn't really move me like that.
That's fine. That's his opinion.
We're gonna get into that and why I think there's no way you can even why it didn't work.
What didn't work?
Takeover.
Oh no, we can talk about this shit right now.
No, we can't.
Yo, bro.
No.
Why it didn't work? It worked.
Yeah,
it did work. How did it not work?
It clearly did not work.
Against who? Bro, Prodigy was never the same.
Nas.
Prodigy was never the same. It did work against Nas because from that August, whenever it dropped, and Blueprint came out September, all the way till December before Nas dropped Ether, niggas thought Nas was done. I don't care what your recollection is in the city.
No, I agree with that.
Oh, all right. So it served its purpose. It's just Ether was the napalm bomb.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Come on, son.
You're right.
Come on. It's not one of the greatest hip hop disses of all time if it didn't serve a purpose. It served its purpose.
I can't even say
Ether was like when I said napalm bomb.
Ether's up there with, and it might not be. I think the best diss record ever.
I think it's the best diss record ever. I think it's better than Hit 'Em Up. I think it's better than The Bridge Is Over.
I was gonna just say I think The Bridge Is Over. Maybe I'm biased, but that was a harsh, and this is after my time. But you listen to that, imagine and he performed it in Queens.
He killed that. KRS killed that shit.
KRS-One is a wild dude for the.
Yo, that shit, the beat and everything. What? The bridge is over. The bridge is over. Yo, what? As a kid, when I was a kid, that shit was dope. Like,
I don't remember.
What? I do. What?
I was probably listening to fucking Juan Luis Guerra. But I was thinking how The Bridge Is Over was like, I think No Vaseline is on the same like disrespectful content, but I don't have No Vaseline up there with Ether. And he went in.
Yeah, he did. Pause.
He went in.
No Vaseline. He went in with no Vaseline.
So it ranks lower than Ether and The Bridge Is Over to me. Yeah. Because The Bridge Is Over is not even harsh like that.
Nah, it was just the way he flowed, the beat. It's just, man.
Here's what I'm saying.
The mic presence was crazy.
And Hit 'Em Up. After all 4 records, it felt like it was over after that. It felt like, ooh. It felt like
what was Big? What was Big's? Big didn't really he didn't set that off. Like, it was Hit 'Em Up. Like, what was the disc before Hit 'Em Up from Big? Big didn't have one, did he? It wasn't really no subliminals. People, because listen, as much as people think Who Shot You was about Pac, he made that before that even popped off. Mm-hmm. So I mean, you can't even count that. Like, what shots did Big send?
None. But it was still. All I'm saying is now it's on because he made a diss record.
Oh yeah, so, that was like, all right, but Big didn't even want to respond.
Right. So we've heard of people getting involved in a battle for less, for thinking that
Yes.
so. The whole reason why Bleak started dissing Nas was because somebody gassed him up, according
Yeah.
to Bleak. Right. So Hit 'Em Up coming out. He's obviously, well, from what we know, he was twisted, but it felt like a haymaker. It felt like, oh shit. It was very disrespectful, yes, but it also felt like, can you come back from that?
Yeah.
Same thing with Bridges Over, same thing with Ether, same thing with when No Vaseline is funny.
When Hit 'Em Up dropped, I'm telling you, being a New Yorker, I was like, oh shit. And I think I've shared this with a few people. I love Big. Like being in Brooklyn, being in New York, you listen to Big, listen to Ready to Die. Like Big was the man. But I was at that point as a kid, like just growing up, like listening to hip hop and starting to like listen to it on my own, and not just listening to what everyone else was listening to in my house, like my older sister, my uncle, my mom, my brother. Like I'm listening to some of the shit that I like. Like I gravitated towards Pac more than I did at Big at that point when I was like 12, 13, like, you know what I'm saying? Like around that time, 11. Like, I mean, I've been listening to hip hop for years. Like I just grew up in a household. My mom played everything, and hip hop was always there. So that's why I can talk about when certain songs came out in like 89 or 90. Like I remember it being played in my house. But me coming into my own listening to hip hop, I gravitated more towards Pac than I did Big at that time. Like when Pac was coming up, and right around when Me Against the World came out, like I was really messing with that. He went to jail, and then he signed with Death Row, and then Hit 'Em Up, and all that shit came out. Like, man, Hit 'Em Up was crazy, bro. Like I remember just growing up in New York, man, that shit had a big effect. Like yo, Big, what you gonna say to that? Like, yo, Junior Mafia, like, yo, it was just, and people were playing it out here in Brooklyn. Cass was playing it in Brooklyn, man.
Yeah, New York is foul, bro.
Yo, listen, if it's dope, it's dope, man. Listen, if it's dope, it's dope.
Yeah, but it's people we are foul. We were talking about Philly and Boston the other day. We got a mixture of people. There's a certain trait of New York that is that disrespectful.
Oh yeah, of course. Come on, son. Especially in Brooklyn.
Did Mel send you the